In a world that moves so fast, it's easy to overlook the silent struggles that shape us. Today, we dive into the shadow of trauma, exploring how childhood emotional neglect casts a long-reaching influence on our health. We're talking about the times when a child's emotional needs are consistently dismissed, ignored, or downplayed. This is emotional neglect. It's a common narrative, yet it's often invisible, lurking in the shadows of our lives. It's the feeling of being overlooked, unloved, or unsupported. And while it might not leave a visible mark, its impact is profound. But how does this emotional void seep into our physical health, you might ask? Well, that's the journey we're embarking on today. Emotional neglect in childhood, the feeling of being overlooked, unloved, or unsupported, is a common yet often invisible struggle many face. But how does this emotional void affect our hearts, our very lifeblood? Let's delve into this question. Emotional neglect in childhood, often a silent, invisible struggle, has profound impacts on our health that extend far beyond our minds. It's not just about the emotional pain we carry, but also the physical toll it takes on our bodies. When we're emotionally neglected, we're left to cope alone without the support we crave. This can lead to a cascade of health issues, including cardiovascular disease. It might be surprising to think that our hearts, those robust symbols of love and life, can be so affected by the emotional struggles of our past. Yet the evidence is clear. Our emotional health and our heart health are intertwined. So the impact of emotional neglect isn't just a matter of our mental well-being, it's a matter of our physical health too. Surprisingly, the scars of neglect don't just weigh on our minds, but steer the course of our physical health, leading toward cardiovascular disease. When we're emotionally neglected, our body's stress response can go into overdrive. This isn't just a metaphor. Our body's natural defenses kick into high gear, preparing us for danger, even when the threat is emotional, not physical. This is a survival mechanism hardwired into our biology, but what happens when this state of high alert becomes our everyday norm? Our bodies aren't designed to handle constant stress. Over time, this chronic state of tension can trigger inflammation. This isn't your typical skin inflammation from a scrape or a bug bite. This is internal systemic inflammation, often invisible to the naked eye. Inflammation, in turn, is a major contributor to heart disease. When our blood vessels become inflamed, they can narrow and harden, making it harder for blood to flow. This puts pressure on our hearts, leading to an increased risk of cardiovascular disease. This constant state of alert can lead to inflammation, a key player in heart disease. The pain of neglect often pushes us toward coping mechanisms. It's a natural response. When we're hurt, we seek relief. Sometimes that relief comes in the form of habits that may feel soothing in the moment, but can harm us in the long run. Consider overeating, for instance. Food can be a source of comfort, a momentary escape from emotional distress. But when used as a crutch, it can lead to obesity, diabetes, heart disease, and a slew of other health problems. Or take smoking, another common coping mechanism. The nicotine rush might provide a temporary distraction from the pain. But as we all know, smoking is a leading cause of lung cancer and heart disease. And then there's the tendency to avoid exercise. Physical movement can feel like an insurmountable task when we're burdened with emotional pain. However, a sedentary lifestyle is a silent killer, contributing to numerous health issues such as obesity, heart disease, and type 2 diabetes. These aren't just habits. They're reactions to a deep-seated pain, silent screams for the love and care we missed. It's important to recognize these coping mechanisms for what they truly are, signs of emotional neglect that need to be addressed. Overeating, smoking, or avoiding exercise are not just habits but silent screams for the love and care we missed. It's time we listen to these cries and strive to heal the wounds of neglect for a healthier body and a healthier soul. Our brains, those intricate networks of emotion and thought, are also shaped by our early experiences. It's as though our childhood memories are the sculptors carving out the very landscapes of our minds. Now, imagine a child who's been emotionally neglected. The world to them can often seem cold, distant, and unloving. This experience doesn't just leave a scar, It alters the very fabric of their brain. The brain is a remarkable organ that adapts to our experiences. It's a process known as neuroplasticity. When a child is emotionally neglected, their brain may adapt by becoming more sensitive to stress. This heightened sensitivity can make it more challenging to handle life's pressures, leading to chronic stress and, in turn, physical health issues. Further, emotional neglect can impact the formation of healthy relationships. It's like trying to navigate a map with missing pieces. The child, now an adult, might struggle to form deep, meaningful connections with others. This lack of connection can lead to feelings of isolation, further exacerbating stress and negatively impacting health. Lastly, emotional neglect can influence our decision-making abilities, particularly regarding health. Someone who has been neglected might not prioritize self-care or make beneficial health choices, possibly because they were never taught the importance of these actions. Emotional neglect can alter the very structure of our brains, influencing our ability to process stress, form healthy relationships, and make beneficial decisions for our health. Yet there's a beacon of hope. Human connection, understanding, and support can illuminate the path to healing. The shadows cast by emotional neglect are not permanent fixtures in our lives. They can be dispelled, broken up by the powerful light of healing. We are not doomed to carry the pain of the past with us forever. There are paths forward, pathways to healing. Healing, however, is not a solitary journey. It often starts with reaching out, with forming connections to others. We are social creatures, and it's in the warmth of human connection that we often find the strength to confront our pain. Support from loved ones, friends, and community can provide the emotional nourishment we've been starved of. It can help us understand that we are not alone, that we are worthy of love and care. Psychotherapy also plays a crucial role in this journey. It provides a safe and supportive space to explore the roots of our pain, to understand the patterns of neglect that have shaped us. Therapeutic approaches like cognitive behavioral therapy, dialectical behavior therapy, and trauma-focused therapy can help us reframe our experiences, develop healthier coping mechanisms, and build resilience. And let's not forget the role of lifestyle changes. Physical health and emotional health are intricately linked. Regular exercise, a balanced diet, sufficient rest, and stress management techniques can help strengthen our bodies, making them more resilient in the face of stress and inflammation. These changes can also enhance our mood, boost our energy, and improve our overall sense of well-being. All these steps, social support, therapy, and lifestyle changes, are not just paths to healing, but also acts of self-care. They are ways of saying to ourselves, I matter, I am worthy of care, I deserve to heal. They are ways of reclaiming the love and care we missed in our past. In this journey of healing, remember that it's okay to seek help. It's okay to lean on others. It's okay to take care of yourself, because you are worthy of love and care, and you are capable of healing. Social support, psychotherapy, and lifestyle changes can help mend the emotional and physical wounds of neglect. The journey from the shadow of trauma toward the light of well-being is a testament to our resilience. For countless individuals, this path is one of strength, determination, and above all, awareness. It's about uncovering the silent, invisible wounds of emotional neglect and understanding their profound impact on our health. A heart marred by neglect isn't just a metaphor. It's a reality that connects the dots between our emotional experiences and our physical health. The link between emotional neglect and heart disease is not just a line in medical journals. It's a call to action, a plea for awareness, and a signpost pointing toward healing. As we unravel this connection, we're not only taking a step towards preventing heart disease, we're also paving the way for a society that recognizes the weight of emotional neglect. Understanding the link between emotional neglect and cardiovascular disease is the first step towards prevention, healing, and ultimately a healthier society. If you or someone you know has been affected by emotional neglect, it's never too late to seek help and make changes for a healthier life. It's crucial to remember that the invisible wounds of emotional neglect are not a life sentence, but a call to action. The journey towards healing is one that demands courage, compassion, and understanding. This journey is not one to walk alone. Reach out to professionals who can guide you, friends who can support you, and communities who can empathize with you. This is not about pointing fingers or dwelling in the past, but about empowering ourselves to break free from the chains that bind us. It's about understanding the shadow of trauma that has shaped us and choosing to step into the light of healing. Remember, understanding and addressing the shadow of trauma is a vital step towards a brighter, healthier future for us all.